Hello and welcome to Professor Pincushion. In this tutorial, I'm going to be talking about how to do the French knot. Now this is an embroidery stitch and it's absolutely beautiful and it's not that hard to learn, but sometimes it's a little bit tricky in order to master neat looking French knots. So I'm going to go over how you can perfect it. Let's get started. The French knot is done by hand, so you want to put your fabric in an embroidery hoop so we can make sure the fabric is nice and tight. Now I already have my needle and thread ready to go. I'm using embroidery floss and I already have a knot at the end and it's on my needle. And I'm using 3 strands of floss. Now the more strands you use, the bigger the knot's going to be. 3 is about average, I would say. I'm looking at the right side of my fabric. I'm coming up from underneath, so the knot's going to be on the back side of the fabric and you're going to pull it all the way through. So I'm going to put my needle in one hand and I'm going to grab my thread with the other hand. Now I'm left-handed, so if this feels awkward, you can definitely switch hands and do the opposite of me. So with the needle, with the point facing my other hand, so my left hand, I'm going to take my floss, I'm going to wrap it around my needle 3 times, just like that. So 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to continue holding it with my left hand. The trick with doing a really neat looking French knot is to keep your thread tight. So if you do it really loose like this, it's just going to come undone, and that's how you get sloppy looking knots. So I'm holding it. I'm going to take my needle. I'm going to put it down close to where it came out of the fabric. It's not going back down in the same hole, but it's pretty close. And I'm still holding the thread with my left hand. So I'm keeping that tight, and I'm pushing my needle back through and slowly bringing the floss all the way through. Now when it gets close and I don't have a little bit of thread left on top, I'm going to let go, and there's my French knot. So let's do it one more time. Coming up from the wrong side, pull it all the way through. Needle is in my right hand, thread is in my left hand. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, continue holding with my left hand. And you can see sometimes it's easier if you also hold 1, 2, 3. This finger goes right on top there as you lead your needle back next to that hole you just came out. Still holding the left hand tight, pulling slowly through, and then letting go when it gets close. So for this demonstration with my French knots, I created a variety of flowers here using different types of floss or different numbers of floss. So we have the purple one, which is the 3 strand. This pink one, the little tiny flowers, that's a single strand of floss. And then the larger lavender ones, that's with full 6 strands of floss. So it's a little bit harder if you do the 6 strands because you're working with so much floss. But you can see that you can do a variety of sizes. Now this one up here, this purple one at top, is a little bit loose. Probably I didn't hold it as tight. So it definitely takes practice, but once you master it, you can create beautiful embroidery. New tutorials are released weekly, so please subscribe to be notified of the next release. Make sure to check out our other videos and visit ProfessorPincushion.com to view our complete library with well over 200 sewing video tutorials, including our exclusive premium content. Our premium membership is only $5 a month for unlimited access and only available at ProfessorPincushion.com. Also, don't forget to download our mobile app for videos on the go. Thanks for watching.